reports that protesters are getting rowdier outside. What's going on?
As you can see, they are laying down in front of the entrance. They are letting police through, and the police, if you look over this way.
All right, Miguel, thank you so much. We're going to cut you off. We're going to cut you off right now. We're going to cut you off right now. We're going to cover right now. Boys to Men, Philadelphia Zone is here, and they're performing on stage.
I think I was in middle school or maybe 9th grade when those guys were still relevant. I mean, so then you have the convention freaking out because nobody is getting on board for this at all. And it just gets more ridiculous. In Oregon, during Panetta's speech, especially the delegates in Oregon started chanting, "No more war." The convention turned the lights off over them and left them in the dark.
You can see that the lights are on all the other states, and they killed the lights above Oregon.
They pulled the lights? What is this, 5th grade? On top of that, you have a Bernie delegate from California who pointed out that the convention even had speakers put up to pipe in white noise specifically over the pro-Bernie states.
Rah, I want to show you something. Look, guys, right up here. This is a white noise machine that has been placed above the California delegate section that is going to prevent people from hearing our chants and cheers and what we have to say. That is a white noise machine that has been placed over the rabble-rouser sections, like us in Oregon. It was not there yesterday.
What's sad about this is when she said it, I didn't even have to think twice whether or not she may be just imagining things, because Hillary has already used white noise machines in her campaign before. And is so not above it. Hillary is not above anything. Pro-Hillary supporters were actually sent out a list of counter chants to Bernie supporters' chants. So it became pretty obvious the system was trying to cover up and get rid of Bernie supporters as much as possible before Queen Hillary showed up to her party. And after word got out that Bernie supporters were pretty much not going to be seen or heard during her entire speech or anything else that was going on for the rest of the day, they tried a different tactic. They went and got neon yellow shirts that would glow under the black lights of the convention, so dotted all over the entire audience were all of these Bernie supporters who could not be ignored. And when the DNC figured this out, they went, oh crap, so what did they do? They handed out plain colored squares so that Hillary supporters and all the paid seat fillers could hold the squares up and cover whatever was behind them, and all you would see was basically this row of colored shields over each section. Just by the way, it's Orwellian enough with the instructions coming over the loudspeaker.
Hold your card still and vertical. Do not hold your card over your head. Keep holding the card in place until you see the audience leaders lower their cards. That's your cue to lower your cards. We promise you will not miss the balloon drop or any other part of the program.
It's just... This is how far they actually had to go.
Thank you for being a big part of this historic event.
To get from this... all the way to this. I guess what's so silly about it is these are adults, and these are the lengths they tried to go to keep Bernie supporters from having a voice and to make it look like everyone voted Hillary for prom queen, when actuality she's the school bully, everyone hates her secretly, and would vote for anyone who isn't her. And that's what's actually going on in the whole country. Hillary is like the evil psychotic prom queen. She's like the ultimate bridezilla. And we are all having to go to that wedding where you know the guy doesn't even want to be there and has basically been bullied into marrying this girl for whatever reason. And we're watching it. And that's pretty much what's going on as Hillary ascends the American throne. And this is the lengths they had to go to try and appease Her Highness and make her think that everyone really did want to come to her party, instead of the truth, which is that her parents had to pay other kids to come to her party, and just the whole country is like an abused wife or something, and we're all going to be walking around for the next 4, possibly 8 years with heavy makeup on our eyes, wearing long sleeves and sunglasses to grocery shop on a July afternoon. I mean, that's just, can you imagine that? Seeing all of that and seeing how far people will go to exercise their First Amendment rights and to make their voices be heard, I actually feel, maybe for once in my adult life, a sense of American pride. Because these people didn't just take it. They didn't just go home.
Hillary, the Republican platform would not make America great.
So I ask you, if you would do this for me.
That's all I wanted to say. Just, I'm really proud of everyone who stood their ground and did not just go, I'm with her.
I want to thank Bernie Sanders. Bernie, your campaign inspired millions of Americans, particularly the young people who threw their hearts and souls into our primary.
Because they really took everyone for a bunch of complete idiots.
She is still the best darn change maker I have ever known.
Hillary Clinton, she'll say anything and change nothing.
And to summon what is best in us to elect Hillary Clinton as the next president.
Hillary Clinton will say anything to get elected.
This election cycle, the corruption is naked, blatant, it's being shoved in all our faces. And to see, and how you're just not going to take it, that is awesome. And it totally gives me hope. So, I'll talk to you guys soon.
So I ask you, I ask